Hello everybody, welcome back to Stock and Coin. What is going on with the altcoins? It is looking great, especially when we're speaking about AVAX, MATIC, and Polkadot. They are doing fantastic, and we're going to dive in that today. So join me, subscribe, drop a comment, hit the bell, get the latest news in cryptocurrency. Alright, so MATIC today is sitting at $2.69. It is actually up by 7.59% for the daily. Looking fantastic, some beautiful green candles. The power has shifted from the sellers to the buyers. Looking at the MACD is also looking fantastic. It does what it always does. It does kind of give you a picture of the price direction, which is right now up. Now, we never want to actually start to trade inside of the low volume area. We always want to see a high volume before you really start trading on that. And this is what's happening. So it's actually volume is picking up. It is doing fantastic. It actually has some normal candles going on. So it shows a normal trend, which is doing fantastic. And we're going to go to that news in just a few moments. Now, when we're looking at the other coins, for example, we have sitting up at Uniswap. Uniswap is another one of those coins that is doing fantastic. If we're going to go to our indicator and go to MACD as well, because we definitely want to see that as the volume is actually moving up pretty great. We want to see, and let's take a look. So the MACD is also predicted again here too for Uniswap. So Uniswap is sitting at 1784 at about plus 10%. Now we were talking about these altcoins, these gaming coins that they're really going to boost. Well, I know that Ethereum is just getting ready to jump and MATIC is jumping already. And so this is what we want to see. Now we have a really good healthy swap here. So it's actually swapped back into the power of the buyers as well, not the sellers. It's starting to move up, especially kind of coming back off of the support, which is fantastic, 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 fantastic. Now looking also at Ethereum, this is where we were. We're sitting kind of in that triangle or that wedge, but we're getting ready to bust out, really make a run of it. And when we're looking at the MACD as well for it, it is showing good signs, the same as it's crossing over as it's going up. The power is also shifting from the sellers, which is kind of that sideways movement going on, but it is looking like it's about to actually break through the resistance and start to make a move forward. So everything in this direction is showing that Ethereum is about to really start moving in the upward direction. So it is sitting at $4,092 and up by 2.80% for the day. Now, looking at AVAX, another one of those coins that's kind of got some sideways moving going on, but overall pretty healthy. The same thing is going up, and we had that from the 17th of December, and it shows that it's still going up, and that's what we see, the same thing. So it's sitting up 6% as well for the day at $123.79. So it's doing pretty well as you can see, and that's one of those coins you really want to watch out for too, between AVAX, Polkadot. When we look at the entire market as a whole, looks pretty good. Bitcoin is still struggling at 48,000, still hasn't broke the 50K mark. And we said that before. You can go back in previous videos and kind of call for it. It's just not going to go anywhere for quite some time, but it is up for the week at 0.5% and down at 70 for the 24-hour period. Ethereum's down by 1.73% for the day and down by 3.41% for the weekly. Solana is down by 2 and almost a half for the day and 2.75 for the weekly. Now XRP is actually starting to make a move up for the weekly. It is up 19.30. We did want to watch that. It is not a conservative. It is very risky, but considering the lawsuit will be next year, it's still doing pretty well. Cardano is actually doing something. It's actually got above $1.30 finally. It's 6% for the week and 2.5 for the 24-hour period. Now, AVAX is up in double digits for the weekly at 13% and down by 268. DOT is up by 0.5% for the weekly and 31 for the 24-hour period. Now, MATIC is also up by double digits for the week at 16.5 and only down by 3 and 3.59 for the 24-hour period, doing great. Now, Uniswap, on the other hand, is up double digits for the week and the daily at 1778 at 14% for the 24-hour period and 18% for the weekly. Fantastic. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And of course, NEAR is still doing fantastic. NEAR Protocol is up by double digits as well, 14.5, 34.48 as well. So these coins, Axie Infinity is up as well. So these coins that we were telling you to watch back like a long time ago are actually making that move. So the closer we get to January, we see that moving. Now, What is going on here as far as what is happening? Why is Polygon actually going over 13%, right? So it's over that in the last 24-hour trading period. And that's been on the meteoric rise of the past year of about 17,600%, which is actually fantastic. Now, traders are jumping into this coin right now because blockchain protocol is decentralized. That dApp ecosystem, Uniswap, is now live on Polygon and OPRA. So this is actually one of those big things. So now Polygon does want to be a prominent part of that Web 3.0, and a further decentralization of the internet will advance open source services in a full-blown digital economy. So that's really going to push for that. So specifically, Polygon will want to be like Ethereum, and that is one of those blockchains. So of course, more of these projects are actually going to be using Ethereum network. Polygon saw this need to, of course, make a framework that improves on Ethereum's weaknesses, like the slow transaction times and high fees, right? So nobody wants to do that. Now, scoring the Uniswap dApp ecosystem is a big deal, but OPRA, which has hundreds of millions of users, has built a cryptocurrency wallet, so it's very significant, and OPRA users will be able to access dApps like SushiSwap, right, the NFT marketplace, and metaverse platforms like Decentraland. So that's going to be another one to watch out for, is Decentraland should be jumping here pretty soon. Now, it is pretty early for the cryptocurrency universe, but decentralized platforms are working night and day to make sure that Web 3.0 and everyday is going to be a pretty everyday reality for consumers and developers. Now, Polygon has skyrocketed this year as more cryptocurrency project developers are actually jumping into these capabilities. Now, Opera's decision to fully integrate into the side of that is going to be for more non-tech workers awareness too. So it should be pretty careful. It's not going to be a conservative move. So there's no shortage of cryptocurrency protocols and frameworks, and looking to improve that network. So, but measuring the market cap, which is like 18.5 billion, Polygon is pretty small compared to the other top 10 currencies. But size alone doesn't really show that, guarantee that the soaring is going to last forever. Now, the layer 2 blockchain network will continue to start climbing indefinitely. So, big news. Now, also, we have Microsoft director bets on Ethereum as the altcoin price is going towards an all-time high. So York Rhodes, the director of the digital transformation at Microsoft, has made a pretty big prediction on Ethereum. Now, Rhodes believes that Ethereum will become a new dApp, of course, in the store. Now, part of that flagship marketplace for Web3 applications like Ethereum adoption could skyrocket within the next 2 years. Now, the idea is based on the potential of the Ethereum network as a hub for that dApp. So pretty big news there. Now, Ethereum hosts about 3,000 dApps on its network, and that's based on Glassnode data. Whales with over 100,000 Ethereums in their wallets have been, distributing their holdings for over a year. The overall supplies of Ethereum is more decentralized than it was 3 years ago, but, small wallet investors have accumulated more Ethereum pretty consistently over the same period. So this is some big news for you guys. So, of course, Microsoft is looking into it, which kind of gives you a big red flag too to watch for that one. So definitely keep up. Now, Uniswap launches on Polygon, which we're just kind of calling it, and driving MATIC to all-time highs. So Uniswap is going to drive MATIC, and it's going to also do for Uniswap as well. Now, that development comes only after a couple of days of Uni holders voted to pass a governance proposal approving the deployment. Now, the price of MATIC and Uniswap's unit tokens were higher on the news. Now, with MATIC, the native asset of Polygon Network, hitting a fresh all-time high of $2.66, and that was earlier today, or yesterday. Now, Ethereum introduced a noble version of the option of the open borderless economic system accessible to everyone, and that comes from Mihailo, co-founder of Polygon, the CoinDesk and the Telegram chat, of course. Now, he said the Polygon version of Uniswap aims to change that. He added. Now, with that development, he was going on to continue that Uniswap, as the flagship Ethereum application, returns back to the original version and again offers low fees and open access to everyone. That is Jack said words. Now, as that largest DEX by trading volume, Uniswap is already deployed on 2 companion or layer 2 systems, Arbitrum and Optimism. So we also, and that's according to the data from DeFi Llama. And that's about 62 million in value is locked in Uniswap and Arbitrum, while roughly almost 37 million worth of tokens is locked on the Optimism version. Now, both of those numbers are smaller than the total value, on Ethereum main network of Uniswap, which is a staggering 8.75 billion. So Uniswap's TVL lags behind Curve's 22.23 billion, which is the biggest decentralized finance protocol by that metric. So definitely keep an eye out for these guys. You're just going to see them going on. You can see MATIC is already, just running for the hills. So doing very, very good. It's sitting at about 270 already, still climbing. Uniswap is starting to climb as well, and you're going to see more of that, which we're just covering over. And Ethereum is going to start pumping from that as well, as you can see as we went over the market. Guys, thank you for joining me. Subscribe, drop a comment, and I will see you again next time.